surprised. I have seen, Junaid Qureshi and his team, they were doing a tremendous job at international forums, but this is my first visit to their office, and whatever I have seen, I'm amazed that such an institute, they are doing such a great job in the systematic way in which they are doing their work, and the way they have got, access to the European capitals, and the way they are, accessing the European institutes, thinkers, and this is something, which has there are no words other than saying that this is the wonderful job, this is the way they have worked, and it's a surprising thing for us, particularly the ones who try to advocate about the issues of the South Asian people. And for me, seeing this institute, now I have a hope that there are institutes that they will really, raise our voice, and there are institutes they will really give the facts about South Asia to the international community. Thank you.
Bilal Sahab, we established this 3 years ago in 2016, and as you have seen, two colleagues of ours are off today because actually it is a holiday today, but because you have come and Munir Bhai has come, we have still decided to open the office. So actually you would have seen 4 people sitting. We established this in 2016 with the objective to provide unbiased and factual research on South Asia, mainly on Indo-Pak relations, Jammu and Kashmir conflict, and one of the main subjects we handle is terrorism. And slowly we have seen that it's much bigger than that, because we have published some papers on Sri Lanka, on Bangladesh, on Nepal, on Afghanistan a lot, and on China. So in the beginning we started off with the idea of doing it on Indo-Pak, Jammu Kashmir terrorists, but then we saw that this is a much bigger issue, and many issues are very much interrelated. So slowly we started to broaden our horizon as well. And how we try to reach our objectives is we publish study papers which are in-depth analysis of a certain issue. Like for example, we have written one which I personally like very much, is about the legal status of Jammu and Kashmir. But then we have also written how madrasas influence terrorism in the region. Then we have written on the Indian elections which were recently held, Nepal, David Hadley and his links with Lashkar-e-Toiba and the Americans. And then on a weekly basis we publish every Friday a commentary, which is a short, crisp analysis of whatever is happening in South Asia currently. This week, one of my colleagues is writing about what happened a few days ago in Nepal. Last week it was about the IMF bailout of Pakistan. So that is a weekly thing. And then we also write articles on issues which happen on a monthly basis. So yesterday I think we published an article on the Chinese string of pearls in the Indian Ocean. And besides that, holding meetings with people in Europe, researchers, scholars, think tanks, politicians, journalists, trying to tell them factual and unbiased data about South Asia, so that they can formulate their policies on the basis of facts and not political lobbying, because that happens a lot in Europe. Many people lobby and have their own agenda to pursue something. We just provide them with facts. This is the data, this is the facts, this is the analysis. For the rest you can decide. Like this month we are going to have a speech at the University of Erasmus in Rotterdam. Last month we also went to a university, and then we meet the journalists, issue on recent issues with journalists. We issue some of our analysis, and it's a work in progress. I think we have a long way to go, but we are trying to build experts on different subjects. So I hope we can count on everyone's support who's interested in issues in South Asia and wants to, because the long-term aim of this organization is to pitch for coexistence in South Asia based on understanding, and you can only understand when you have unbiased data, facts and analysis. So we hope that all people who support coexistence and peace in South Asia, we can count them as our allies.